¿Ya está grabando? Yo vivo en
Sorry. Thanks everyone for being here today. We are super proud of these graduates, I will say. This is a record for us. The last one was 16, now it's 18. We had 20 graduates, 18 who are up here with us today. It's going to be a long graduation, so hold tight. If you have babies that are crying, or we just ask that you give each graduate to do respect. And we want to celebrate your kiddos too. But before we start, I will say, we have nearly 200 graduates and 4,300 credits earned, and we don't just give away credits like Oprah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a credit, we don't do that. Your kiddos will probably attest that they have to work even harder here at times than they did at their former school. What I like to tell our teachers is we've accomplished what others can't. We were able to help your students get to this point, and we're super proud of where they go from here. Each of them had an advisor that will talk today for them. I hope it's 6 to 2 minutes, but anyway, but we're super proud of them. So we give them one standing ovation.
Good morning. I'm Mrs. Negrete, and I'm here to speak in honor of Henry Artis. Henry joined my advisory adventure in October 2024, and now, just 7 months later, he's graduating from high school. Henry's story echoes that of countless of individuals through history who have journeyed across the world in search of a better life. He left his home country of El Salvador with his older brother and came to the United States in pursuit of opportunity and a brighter future. If you know Henry, you know he's incredibly responsible. He comes to school every day and works full-time, rarely missing a beat. These qualities speak to his self-motivation and maturity. Even though he doesn't live with his parents, he remains focused, and determined to work hard and succeed. One of the most remarkable things about Henry is his perseverance. Despite challenges of adjusting to a new country and learning the language, he never gave up. He continued to push forward, decided to graduate, and build a better future for himself and his family. He's not only hardworking, but also kind-hearted, always willing to help and eager to connect with his peers. His friendly, easygoing nature brought warmth and positivity to our advisory, and I will truly miss him. After high school, Henry plans to dedicate his time to working full-time. His main goal is to save enough money to buy a home in El Salvador. Within the next 5 years, he also hopes to own a car so he can be independent and not rely on anyone for transportation. Henry considers his great accomplishment to be completing all his classes and graduating while balancing 2 jobs at a time and still learning English. He would like to express his deep gratitude to all his teachers for their patience, extra support, and encouragement. And to me, his advisor for explaining lessons and concepts when he struggled to understand. He extends a special thank you to his brother Josué, his cousin Noé, and his friend Marcus for always being there for him. He also wishes to express his deep gratitude to his uncle Walter for opening his home to him and providing the support he needed to begin his life in this country. Finally, Henry has a message for his adventure. If you set a goal, work hard, and doesn't lose focus, anything you want. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to say Henry es un estudiante que se consiguió en nuestro programa de Negados y llegó a mi grupo de asesoría en octubre de 2024. Y ahora, apenas 7 meses después, está graduando de la preparatoria. La historia de Henry refleja la de innumerables personas a lo largo de la historia que han viajado por el mundo en busca de una vida mejor. Salió de su país natal, El Salvador, junto a su hermano mayor y vino a los Estados Unidos en busca de oportunidades y un futuro más prometedor. Si conoces a Henry, sabes que es increíblemente responsable. Viene a la escuela todos los días y trabaja a tiempo completo. Rara vez pierde el ritmo. Estas cualidades reflejan su automotivación y madurez. Aunque no vive con sus padres, se mantiene enfocado y decidido a trabajar duro y salir adelante. Una de las cosas más notables de Henry es su perseverancia. A pesar de los desafíos de adaptarse a un nuevo país y aprender un nuevo idioma, nunca se dio por vencido. Siguió adelante, decidió graduarse y construir un mejor futuro para él y su familia. No solo es trabajador, sino también de buen corazón, siempre dispuesto a ayudar y con muchas ganas de conectar con sus compañeros. Su naturaleza amistosa y tranquila trajo calidez y positividad a nuestro grupo de asesoría, y de verdad le voy a extrañar. Ele expressa um agradecimento especial ao seu irmão Josué, seu primo Noé e seu amigo Marcos por estar sempre a seu lado, e também deseja expressar seu profundo agradecimento a seu tio Walter por abrir as portas de seu hogar e brindar-lhe o apoio que necessitava para começar sua vida nesse país. Ladies and gentlemen, let me celebrate our next graduate, Henry Arias.
Hi, my name is Ms. Stringer, and I'm happy to introduce my advisee, Noé Asagueda. Noé came to Venture in October and hasn't stopped working hard since the day he arrived. He has stayed focused, determined, and committed to earning his credits. I've truly enjoyed having Noé on my advisory. He is polite, patient, and a very hardworking student. His quiet determination and respectful attitude have made a lasting impression on me and many others on our campus. After graduation, Noé plans to work alongside his father in the construction industry. Over the next 5 years, he hopes to work his way up in the field and eventually have a place of his own. One of Noé's greatest accomplishments is being able to study and work at the same time. It hasn't been easy, but he never gave up, and that perseverance is something to be proud of. He's also grateful to Venture for giving him the flexibility to leave early and the opportunity to graduate quickly, which helps make this goal possible. There are many teachers he'd like to thank for supporting him along the way. Ms. Gaines, Mr. Ostrowski, Mr. Woodson, Ms. Beaver, Mr. Barris, Ms. Smith, Mr. Omby, Ms. Beiruti, Mr. Kopetsky, and myself. We are all proud of what Noé has accomplished. Noé wants to thank his sister, his cousins Josue and Henry, and his friend Marcus. He would also like to thank his mother in El Salvador, who even though she is far away, supports him and tells him to keep going. It wasn't easy leaving the country and leaving the person he loves the most, knowing that he'll only be able to reach her by phone. Noé wanted to say, thank you, Mom, for supporting me all the time. You're my motivation and give me the strength to keep going. I love you, Mom. And thank you, Dad, for supporting me in everything. I love you too. Noé, I know you're going to do big things. Your work ethic and patience will take you far. It is with great pride that I introduce our next Venture graduate, Noé Asagueda. Good morning. My name is Ms. Beaver, and it is my pleasure to speak on behalf of Jocelyn Juarez Mendoza. I wasn't sure if I was really going to get to know Jocelyn when she started in my advisory in August. She was quiet, and in the beginning, she spent more time on Ms. Smith's side of the room than on mine. We finally started bonding, and it has been such a joy for me. Jocelyn feels like graduating is her biggest accomplishment here. She knows now that her life didn't end when she became a mom, it was just beginning. And the end of high school is the beginning of more big things for her. She might be moving to Mississippi with her fiance and her daughter so that he can make a little more money and keep supporting their little family. But in the next 5 years, she hopes to keep being a great mom and earn a welding certification. Jocelyn thinks the PEP program was one of the most positive things for her at Venture. She was able to form a very close friend group and see that she didn't have to do this alone. If you've seen this group together, you know they are very close-knit, and it makes my heart happy to know they have a support system they can rely on. Speaking of support, she does have some people she would like to thank. Myself, you're welcome, Ms. Smith, all her teachers, and Ms. Thompson. She wants to thank her baby girl, Nivella, for being her mommy's inspiration to keep on going. As well, she would like to express gratitude to her mom and dad for supporting her and coming with nothing to America to give her everything. And big thanks to her fiance, her sister-in-law, and her mother-in-law for being a good support system. She does have one thing she'd like me to say to them in Spanish. Rompí barreras y abrí camino para demostrar que con esfuerzo y pasión todo es posible. And she would like to leave you all with a quote from the situation from Jersey Shore. We didn't come this far just to come this far. And girl, you definitely are not going only this far. Your inherent positive disposition and genuine joy for life will carry you farther than you imagine. I could not be more proud of the human being that you are. Never forget that people remember how you make them feel. And you will be remembered in our advisory, someone who made everyone feel seen and appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present our next graduate, Jocelyn Juarez. This time I get to speak on behalf of Amaya Hernandez. Amaya came to Venture in August of this school year with 13 and a half credits. The fall semester went a little slowly, but she got on a roll in the spring and finished 7 and a half credits, most of them within the last month. Once she saw that she could make it by the end of the semester, she set her mind on getting it done. Maya plans to take a year off to work and save up some money, and then she would like to start a program next year to become an ultrasound technician. Once the money starts rolling in, she wants to get an apartment and a car so she can keep providing for her little family. She feels her biggest accomplishment is graduating. There were definitely days when she expressed that she might not get here, or worried about having to come to summer school. Maya, I'm so proud of you for never giving up. You have proven to yourself that you can do hard things. Amaya did say that the Teacher's Adventure had a significantly positive impact on her journey to this stage. She would like to thank me, again, you're welcome. She would also like to thank Mrs. Thompson. Amaya also wants to express her appreciation to her mom and her daughter, Amalia. For current students, she wants to leave you with these thoughts. Even if you have doubts, which you will, keep pushing yourself past your limits because you can make it farther than you think. And for teen moms trying to graduate, your babies are your biggest blessings. Take one look at them and it will give you 1,000 reasons to keep going. And it does get easier. Amaya, I have been so blessed to have you in my advisory this year. Your advice is your lived experience, and I'm grateful to have been a part of your journey. You are genuinely you, and you will be missed on campus, but I can't wait for you to come back and visit and tell me all of the amazing things you have going on in your life. And don't forget to send baby pictures regularly. Ladies and gentlemen, Venture's next graduate, Amaya Hernandez.
Good morning, I'm Mr. Woodson, and I have the privilege of introducing our next graduate in the person of Marco Xavier Woodard. Okay, Marco's story is one of focus, his story is one of determination, and his story is one of vision. Marco didn't just complete high school, but he sits here completing high school a whole year early. I say that because it's no small feat. It speaks volumes about his character, volumes about his discipline, and his drive to move forward with focus and determination. Marco says Venture High School gave him the opportunity to learn at his own pace, and he used that opportunity to soar. Looking ahead to Marco's next chapter in life, Marco will be attending Tarrant County College to begin his automotive program. His goal is to become a successful mechanic, and within the next 5 years, he wants to own his own home. That's a dream rooted in both skill and responsibility. And I believe that he'll be able to accomplish that goal. Marco expresses gratitude to each and every one of his teachers that helped him along this journey here at Granger High School. He says you helped create a learning environment that gave him the freedom and support that he needed to succeed. He also wants to express gratitude to his family, his friends for always being there, his parents for guiding him, and encouraging him and helping him to stay on course. Marco's journey reminds me of a passage in Jeremiah that says, "For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope." Marco, you have a hope, you have a future, and you have hope. Today we celebrate the beginning of it. I want to commend you for being the outstanding young man that you've been in my advisory. Continue to put one foot in front of the other moving forward. Not once has Marco been disrespectful in my advisory. No teacher has ever said a bad report on him, but he's continued to hold his head up and persevere. He moved in silence, but he got the job done. Ladies and gentlemen, Marco, we're proud of you. We can't see where this journey takes you, so help me celebrate our next graduate in person, Marco.
Good morning. I am Mrs. Wicker, and I get the honor to speak on behalf of Diego Preciado Rodriguez. Diego is graduating distinguished today with not only one, but with 2 endorsements, Arts and Humanities and STEM. Diego started his journey here at Venture within the newcomer program and then switched over to the Venture side this school year. I've enjoyed having Diego in Algebra 2, Math Models, and College Bridge. He is a highly motivated and hard worker. Nothing is going to stop him from being successful. He is not afraid to ask for help when he needs it, and he has worked hard to learn the English language as soon as he found out that he was going to be moving to the DFW area. After graduation, Diego is planning to attend UTA to study software engineering. Once he is finished with that, he is also planning to take a year-long auto mechanics course. In the next 5 years, he is planning to finish college, find a great job in a big company, and start saving money for his dream car. Diego feels that his 2 biggest accomplishments are graduating high school and how much his English has improved since his arrival. He loved being at Venture because he was able to finish his classes at an extra rate. Diego says that he has a special message to thank those that were always helping him. So these are his words. Principally, I want to thank God for always staying with me and for giving me all the motivation that he gave me to be able to do my work. Thank you, Ms. Ritchie, for all the help that you gave me and the positive energy that you transmitted to me. Thank you for always helping me when I was stuck in my work. Thanks for being so kind and helpful. I will always remember all the help that you gave me. Now that I'm graduating, I'm going to miss you. Thanks to Ms. Wicker for all the kindness and support that you shared with me. You are the best math teacher that I ever met. I'm going to miss you and miss your class. I'm going to miss you too. Thank you to Mr. Woodson for all the fun that you share in your class. I appreciate all your help and gentleness. Thank you, Ms. Van Osdale, for letting me know that completing 2 years of English before the end of the school year was a really big goal. That pushed me a lot, and I realized that I needed to push myself to go faster and faster. I appreciate all the help that you gave to me when I didn't understand my work. I'm going to miss your hi, Diego, when I arrived in your classroom in our short conversation. Thanks to this special person that pushes me always, this special person is my girlfriend. Thanks for everything and for always saying, "Tú puedes." Thanks for giving me a smile when I was in a bad moment. Thanks for being the best company I ever had. I love you so much. Please marry me. I want to thank all my family, my father, my beautiful mother, and my two sweet sisters. Thanks for all the support that you share with me. Thanks for pushing me up and for giving me reasons to finish high school. It was hard to be without my two sisters, but I appreciate all your calls, your messages, and all the positive energy that you send me. I miss you so much, and I hope to visit you soon. Diego, I'm so proud of you for continuously working to improve and have a better life. You are going to do great things, and I hope that you also take the time to have a little fun. Ladies and gentlemen, our newest graduate, Diego Preciado Rodriguez.
Good morning, everyone. I am Ms. Sinclair, and I am here for Kamari McCoy. I want to start off by saying that Kamari is the sweetest young man. He's always polite, and he's very intelligent. Immediately after graduating, Kamari plans on going to TCC for 2 years, and his last 2 years of college, he plans to go to UTV for game design. I'm sure he'll be really successful. His goal for the next 5 years is to finish college, then visit Japan or somewhere out of state with his bros. He feels his biggest accomplishment is finishing high school a whole year early. Some of the things that positively impacted his journey here at Venture is the friendly environment, the teachers, and all the help he got to finish. He would like to thank his mom, his grandma, and his stepdad. He would also like to thank all of his friends for being there for him. He would also like to thank all of his teachers and Ms. Parsons. Kamari, I just want you to know how proud I am of you for graduating today. And it is a year early. That's really good. So with that, I would like to congratulate Kamari McCoy for Venture's next graduate.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Bell, and I have the pleasure of introducing our next graduate, Catherine Flores Navarro. Catherine's journey in this building started as a newcomer student, where she learned all of her content, reading, writing, math, and all of it, while also learning English language. This is not an easy thing to do. At the end of her 2 years here, she transferred to her home campus for just a short while, and then pretty quickly applied to return as a Venture student, which has led her to this stage today. She has worked hard, stayed consistent, and earned credits bit by bit. This determination and dedication will help her in her next steps in life as she applies and works through cosmetology school. After getting her license in cosmetology, she wants to own her own business and be her own boss, own her dream truck, and be able to provide for her parents all as soon as she can. She is appreciative of her time here at Venture and wanted to thank Ms. Wilson, Ms. Van Osdale, Mr. Ostrowski, Ms. Ritchie, and myself for helping her reach her goal of graduating when she is doing a whole week early. Some words she'd like to leave her current Venture students is that everything will come in time. Don't despair, God knows your will, and you'll be rewarded for your efforts. Catherine also wrote some words for her family that Ms. McCarthy will read for us.
Quiero agradecer a mis padres por siempre estar a mi lado y nunca dejarme sola. Los amo con toda mi alma, son mi inspiración para todo. Gracias, mamá, por ser esa mujer que llegó a mi vida, por ser una gran madre. Eres mi ejemplo que seguir por tu fuerza y responsabilidad. Te amo. Y a ti, papá, te agradezco por estar siempre con nosotros, no dejarnos solas. Te amo. Para mi hermanita, quiero que sepas que siempre cuidaré de ti, aun que a veces te enojes conmigo por regañarte. Lo hago por tu bien. Te quiero mucho y mientras yo viva siempre tendrás a tu sugar sister. También quiero agradecer a toda mi familia, aunque estén a miles de kilómetros de mí. Siempre los llevo en mi corazón. Gracias a mi mejor amiga Cassandra por estar siempre a mi lado y por tu apoyo incondicional. Te amo mucho, mi sister Truck. Y gracias también a mi amiga Angeline por siempre estar presente a pesar de la distancia. Tu apoyo siempre lo siento cerca. Te amo mucho. Y mi más grande agradecimiento es para mi bello y hermoso ángel, mi abuelita. Sé que no estás físicamente conmigo, pero sé que me escuchas. Gracias por enseñarme a nunca mentir. Este diploma es para ti y para mi madre.
I'm so proud of you. Your teachers are so proud of you. So many of them come up to me today saying how excited they are for you and all that you've accomplished this year. Please join me in congratulating Venture's newest graduate, Catherine Torres Navarro. Well, hello again. It's my honor to introduce another graduate today, Erin Gray. Aaron moved here to Texas just before the start of his senior year. By Christmas, he realized to meet state standards for requirements for graduation, he had a lot more to get done than was possible to achieve at a traditional campus. Aaron is a smart and hardworking kid, but Martin High School wasn't going to allow him to move as fast as he needed, so he applied for extension. And he took full advantage of the opportunity to work as fast as he could with as few roadblocks as possible. He completed 6 classes in just 4 months and met his goal of graduating a whole week early. He plans to enlist in the Navy soon and take advantage of all the training, traveling, and benefits in order to reach his dream of being either a ranch owner or a homeowner within not 5, but 3 years. Aaron would like to thank a few people here in a short time, Mr. Woodson, Mr. Barris, and myself for keeping him motivated, and also all his other teachers for making it possible for him to graduate this year. We'd like to share some words of motivation for students still working towards their goals, and I quote, "High school is like a marathon. You may not be the first or last to complete it, but you will pass the finish line." Aaron, you've made it to your finish line, and I'm excited for where your next steps lead. Please join me in congratulating Venture's newest graduate, Aaron Burke. Good morning. I'm Mrs. Wilson, and I'm here to announce Kenya Lee. Kenya came to us about a calendar year ago, and I had the honor to teach her U.S. history, but also adopt her this year as an advisee. She was able to finish her last full year here with us, and she is looking to go to TCC in the fall to not only get her associate's degree, but then transfer to university to major in criminal justice and minor in psychology. Once she finishes her bachelor's degree, she is looking to not only secure a job for herself, but also create her little home with her apartment and her house. She is most proud of herself for being able to get her diploma despite some lots of challenges. What helped her through were the teachers and the classroom environment. But specifically, she wants to thank Mrs. Wicker and Mrs. Bieber for always just being good motivators to her and the support and motivation. Kenya specifically wants to thank, she says, I'd like to thank God first for bringing me here to this day, and for my parents who came here with nothing but a dream for me to pursue an education and to follow my dreams. She's doing this for, I'm doing this for my dad, who is no longer here, but is hopefully looking down on me from above. I did it, and I hope you're proud. I also would like to thank my mother for being the head of the household. Mom? I would also like to thank my mother for being the head of the household, holding the weight of being a mother and a father. And after continuing to raise me and my sister for being patient with us. I also want to thank my sister and best friend, Kim, not only guiding me, but being there every step of the way. Even on my worst days, you were always there for me, by my side. You believed in me, even when I doubted myself. I truly would not be able to stand here if it wasn't for you. So thank you. I'm lucky to have you as a role model and as a sister. And for my family and cousins, thank you for being an amazing support system and being there with a smile on my face. Lastly, a special thanks to my friends, my chosen family. You guys are the best. You motivated me to finish, and you've been there through the stress, laughter, and unforgettable memories. Your friendship and love means so much to me, and I'm glad you stood by me. My message to you, Kenya, thank you for standing for yourself. Your continuous integrity, you never wavered. Everything is going to pay off for you. Light up a room, and I'm just so honored to have had this time with you. Please make sure, as you continue with your focus, that you also give yourself some grace. Be so. So, I'm just incredibly proud of you. So if y'all would please help me welcome and congratulate our next graduate from Kenya, will be. I'm also here for Mia Espinosa. Mia is also a fellow adoptee who I had as a U.S. history student late last spring and was able to adopt her from Miss Varela. Mia was able to fit 1.5 years worth of credits into less than one. So I very much congratulate her on that. Her biggest accomplishment and what supported her to graduate with obstacles and dealing with circumstances was she made a plan for herself. As soon as she set a specific goal and had her entire support system surrounding her, she knew she had to get her goal met. I was so proud that she not only made this plan, but took care of herself physically, mentally, and emotionally. She also gives that as advice to those of you guys who are working to graduate also. Go to the gym, pick a hobby, just take care of yourself and surround yourself with people who motivate you, support you, and push you to be the best. Her next steps are planning to join the military, looking most likely for the Air Force, but Navy or Coast Guard. And post-military, she wants to work as a travel nurse, and possibly a business for herself along the side. But she is looking to continue to grow her support system, a big house, a garden, a library, and all her animals.
She would like to thank all of the staff and teachers here at Venture for their support, but specifically Ms. Haverly, for pushing me to be the best when I'm motivated and procrastinating and not asking for help and making that enjoyable. Ms. Thompson, for all the advice, conversations and support, and all the friends, experiences, and memories I've made since my freshman year. And she has such a supportive friend group. She's thankful to those friends have become a such an important part of her life. And it's a family. Thank you. So family, I want to thank my siblings for making each day chaotic and fun and full of life. My parents for keeping a roof over my head and working 11-hour shifts, working holidays, and just making time still for her siblings and herself. To Dad, thank you for teaching me how to be independent, how to earn everything that she has, passing down your skills and knowledge, and giving her sense of humor. You were seen. Lastly, I could not be up here today without my mom, my first best friend in this world. Thank you for believing in me, for wiping my tears, for showing up to all the spelling bee competitions, for lecturing me when I needed it, for holding this family together, and giving me my sense of empathy. You are the strong, smart, hardworking woman I aspire to be. I hope I've made you guys proud, and I continue to make you guys proud as I close this chapter of my life and move on to the next. Ms. Thompson would like to share, you showed so much strength by being vulnerable. I'm looking forward to seeing the place your courage takes you, and we both thank you for your patience in trying to help us crochet. Thank you. I will keep trying. I also want to congratulate you and commend you for your growth, your balance, your heart, your work, and your focus. It's just been an honor to witness your growth this past year. Please continue to trust yourself and enjoy your next chapter in your life. Please help me congratulate Mia Espinosa. Hi, everybody. Good morning. I'm Ms. Robbins, and I have the honor of speaking for Faith Linkett. I officially met Faith in art class in 2023. Long story, we don't have time for it, but if you know, you know. And let me tell you, she is one of a kind. She's quirky, bold, logical, and stubborn. We call that leadership. When asked about her biggest high school accomplishment, she said, getting through each and every day, no matter what happens. That's not just honest, it's impressive. She's also graduating with her phlebotomy certification. Faith has big plans. Get a car, work at a hospital as a phlebotomist, and eventually move to her parents' land. Basically, be the boss of her own life. She credits the people around her for helping her reach this point. Faith would like to thank Ms. Robbins for being her best friend in morning chats every day. Sorry, Ms. Cole. Ms. Anderson for being a big support and forcing her to finish English. Ms. Parsons for giving her more chances than she deserves. Officer Gardner for being so positive and bringing a smile to her face. Mrs. Lampkin for making sure she got work done and making her smile. And Ms. Ritchie for surprising her with gifts for her birthday and her accomplishments. She also wants to thank her family, her parents for doing their best to help her get through school, her Nana and grandmother for giving her motivation to finish quickly,
her friends for keeping her company and giving her a reason to look forward to school, and her Mima for being by her side no matter what. And to the students coming up behind her, Faith says, "Give up, it's hard now, but I promise it'll get easier. Take it day by day and take care of yourself." And with that, I am proud to present Venture's newest graduate, Faith Nicky.
Morning, we've made it to the back row. I'm Mrs. Ritchie, and I have the honor of recognizing Erica Weiser. Erica came to Venture in the fall of 2023. She was first with another advisor, but when that teacher retired last year, I happily adopted her. Throughout this year, I've enjoyed seeing her beautiful smile every day when she walks into advisory. Also admiring her tattoos, nails, and just seeing her different hairstyles. Immediately after graduation, Erica plans on getting her driver's license and going to the Oval School to study cosmetology. She'd like to become a licensed esthetician. In 5 years, she wants to have her dream car, very specific, a white Audi with peanut butter seats. She'd also like to have a luxury high-rise apartment in Dallas, as well as try to become a lip filler surgeon. Her biggest accomplishment while here is making it to the end of her high school journey. At times, it was tough, and she sometimes thought she wouldn't pass some of her classes. She told me that her teachers positively impacted her journey while here. She'd specifically like to thank myself, as well as Mr. Woodson for his sense of humor. He always made her laugh with his comments, specifically about her long butterfly lashes. She'd like to thank God, first and foremost, for allowing her to get where she is now, because with Him, anything is possible. She'd like to thank Ms. Parsons for accepting her into Venture. She said she appreciates that a lot. Thank you. Thank you to her parents for allowing her to come here. Thank you to her family and boyfriend for supporting her through her time in high school and for believing in her. Words of advice or encouragement. She provided this quote by Martin Luther King Jr. "If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But by all means, keep moving." Erica, you moved slowly at times due to a variety of circumstances, but you kept going and you didn't give up. I know your brothers, who are your angels above, are so proud of their little sister, and I am too. Venture's next graduate, Erica Weiser.
Good morning, everyone. I can't see. Next up, I am here, by the way, I'm Mrs. Cole, and I am honored to celebrate our next graduate, Cammie Cruz. Cammie joined us last April and with just 14 credits. And now, just 1 year later, she is graduating early, a whole year early, by the way, with 26.5 credits, along with her certification in phlebotomy. Cammie plans to work as a phlebotomist immediately after high school and is also pursuing her nail technician license. If you've seen her nails, you'll know she's going to be good at it. She hopes to continue building her medical career while expanding her nail business in the future. Cammie considers her biggest accomplishment so far is graduating early and earning that phlebotomy certificate, and she's been working really hard on that, I know. She would like to thank all of her teachers with a special shout out to Mr. Barris back there, and also to Miss B for being her school mom and bestie. And most importantly, she wanted to thank me for her support and guidance. You're welcome. Cammie also extends a heartfelt thanks to her parents, Manuel and Carla. Where are you?
Right here.
Congratulations. And above all, she wants to thank God because she knows she wouldn't have reached this milestone without His guidance. Cammie, as I call you, Cammie Lou, I'm gonna miss my little Cammie Lou and seeing your face every day. I know that you're going to do great things, and I am very, very proud of you. Venture's newest graduate, Cammie Cruz. You know, standing in the back over there with the kids in the back row, like, is it my turn yet? Like, I can't quite see us back there. But that look here, either way. I'm Ms. Haverly. Today I have the privilege of introducing Abril Alegría. She started at Venture back in August with just 9.5 credits. She was pretty quiet, kept to herself, but showed up for school every day and got to work. Once she earned a few credits, she figured out if you just keep your head down and you stay focused, you can accomplish a lot in a really short amount of time. And that's exactly what she did. She knocked out 12.5 credits in less than one school year. That's 25 classes. What she liked most about Venture was how welcoming and caring all the teachers and staff were, and how encouraging it felt every day that she was earning credits and getting closer and closer to graduating. She loved that Venture put her in control of her future and set her up for success. After high school, she's planning on taking a year off to focus on work and saving money so that she's got everything she needs to go to school to become a social worker. She'd like to thank Ms. Van Osdale, Coach Paylor, Mrs. McMillan, Mr. Veras, and Ms. Lukey for helping her achieve her goals, as well as her friends and family. Abril, I'm so proud of you for working as hard as you have this year, and I think that says a lot about your character. I really, truly believe you're going to be an incredible social worker. Ladies and gentlemen, our next graduate, Abril Alegría.
All right, I get to talk about Isaiah Woodard. My name is Christopher Darnell. I'm his advisor, and I like to talk a lot, and I'm not thinking clearly. So to make sure this is somewhere near 2 minutes, I'm just going to read this. When Isaiah came to Venture early in the spring, with a pretty good transcript from Washington High School, he integrated easily into my little advisory class. He's very shy, very quiet, and I guess mysterious, if you will, and exceptionally polite, very professional. And you know, we've always been blessed in my advisory that we all come from exceptionally different backgrounds, and we hang out with different people and listen to different music. But they've always been able to sit down and have incredible conversations. And Isaiah was no exception to that. Eventually, he did come around, and as it turns out, he's hilarious. He's always quick with a pun or a humorous comment, and it kept us all in good spirits, all the time. And a lot of it had to do with him. He plans to find work and go to college. He's going to pursue fields of welding and architecture. So I think he's going to design the building and then help build them, that's pretty cool plan. And of course, he hopes that leads to a great job that will allow him to move into his own place and be financially stable, which is all of our hopes. He said his greatest accomplishment wasn't necessarily finishing a tiny bit early, but instead keeping his goal-driven focus on that very last class. I tell my students it's the light at the end of the tunnel syndrome. You spend your whole high school career just kind of doing what you think you have to do. Then you see the light at the end of the tunnel. And like he said, he finished like 20 assignments in like one day because there's that light and he was focused And so, good job. I honestly thought that he was going, until the moment he walked in my room a few days ago and said, casually, I'm done. I thought he was gonna finish in summer school. So that biggest accomplishment, that's great. And he said, even though his mom was blowing his phone up, and I want to say thank you, because that worked. His favorite thing about Venture, and the thing that positively impacted his education journey the most, is just the teacher's overall vibe at Ventures, and I'll take that. I like that. The fact that it was self-paced was pretty cool too. He especially wanted to thank Ms. Van Osdale and Ms. Thomas for getting on to him almost every day, making sure he was on task, and providing him with a bunch of snacks. That's always his favorite. Snacks are good. So thank you guys. He wanted to thank me, his advisor, for low-key being the bro to him, and not just some teacher that's paid to be here. So thank you. I agree with you. That is my favorite part about this job, is making those relationships with you guys. He had one thing important to say to everyone, and I'll say it kind of the way he did. Y'all should have stayed on your phone, but y'all were already told that at lunchtime, and now it's the end of the school year. Just calm down. Ladies and gentlemen, Venture's next graduate, Isaiah Ethan Wood.
Good morning. Our next Venture graduate is R-A-E-L-Y-N-N, Raylan. This girl is real. She's affectionate, she's empathetic, she's lovable, she's young. Hope to be that young again. She's never been forgettable, and she's near and dear to my heart. So please join me in clapping again for Raylan Orland Ogunfire. Raylan and I both began here at Venture in 2022. She was one of my English 1 students, and I was honored to be her teacher. We remained connected even after she wasn't my student anymore. She'd stop by my room to check in on me, to give me hugs, to tell me some of the cool arts and crafts that she was always making, and to catch me up on all the things. Raylan has always impressed me with her desire to seek out opportunities for herself and to earn her way by making all that go. Today, she wants to thank everyone for always being so kind and supportive to her here at Venture. She'd specifically like to give a shout out to Mrs. Robbins, Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Parsons, Mrs. Coolidge, and me. She's also especially grateful for her grandma and her friend and fellow graduate Faith for always pushing her to finish. Her dad for always being there for her grandparents and her aunts for being a great support system, her girlfriend for always helping her with her homework, and for her friend Braylon for cheering her up when she's sad. Immediately after graduation, Raylan plans to go to TCC to study graphic designing or cooking. And in the next 5 years, she plans on saving money and traveling to New York City. Raylan, Mrs. Thomas, your advisor, wants you to know that you have one of the biggest hearts that she's seen in a long time. She loves that you put people first, but you don't forget to take a little time for yourself. You have been a great addition to Venture with your helping heart and hands, and we both want you to know that the world is a better place because of your caring spirit. Both she and I love you very much and truly wish you all the best as you go on your new adventures. On that note, please join me in congratulating our newest Venture graduate, Raylan Orland Ogunfire.
All right, guys, good morning. My name is Mrs. Walter Kastner, and first let me thank all the family and friends for coming out today And thank you to our students. We know this is a long graduation, but we have so many wonderful faces to celebrate, and we are down to our final graduate. Today, I will be speaking for Esteban Gomez Sanchez. Esteban started at the Newcomer Center and came to us in January of 2024. Esteban is a little quiet, but you can tell there's a lot of thought behind everything he says. He's always polite, and above all else, his success is due to his own self-advocacy. When he needed something, he made sure that it got done, and I'm very thankful for that type of advice. After graduation, he plans to attend UT Arlington, go Mavs, and he wants to study graphic design. In the next 5 years, he hopes to start his career where he can earn money for editing social media content and be independent. So those of you that are going to be shooting some videos over the next couple of years, please don't forget Esteban. Hire him to help cut that edit down because it's going to look amazing. Esteban says that one of the best parts of attending Venture was the ability to have independence with his work and his grades. And he showed that determination throughout the end of his courses. He says that his biggest accomplishment is starting a newcomer, joining Venture, and then graduating on the stage today. He's graduating with his Arts and Humanities endorsement. Some of the teachers and staff he would like to thank would be myself. Thank you, Esteban. And he would also like to give a special shout out to Mr. Woodson and Mrs. Hall from the newcomer side. Additionally, he would like to thank his mom and his grandma. He says, thank you for always supporting me and pushing me to finish high school. He couldn't have done it without y'all. And students, like you may have heard before, when I asked him, what's your advice for other students, he said, the phone is the main thing that distracted him. But even with that, he could finish. He just put it away and logged in, and it is never too late. Esteban, I'm going to miss having you for my advisory. It was just such an incredible, determined energy, and I know that you're going to be successful. So y'all please give a big round of applause for today's last graduate.
All right, now it is time for all of our grads to stand. And you're going to move your tassel from right to left. And they are now officially graduates.